Okay, so now you've been at JP Morgan for about 25 years.
Yes.
Okay, so, and now you run one of the most important parts of JP Morgan, which is, I say, is the asset and wealth management business. For people that aren't that familiar with wealth management, what actually is wealth management and how is that different than asset management?
Imagine a world where money isn't just earned, but quietly multiplied behind closed doors. A world where a handful of corporations seem to control the flow of wealth, moving billions in ways that the average person can't even begin to understand. It sounds like something out of a spy thriller, but this is reality. The hidden wealth systems that corporations don't want you to know about exist, and they have reshaped our entire economy. Today, we're diving deep into these secret mechanisms, revealing how the ultra-rich and powerful play a game most of us can't even see. The first secret lies in the financial strategies hidden in plain sight: corporate tax avoidance. Most people think taxes are straightforward. You earn, you pay. But corporations operate in a complex web of loopholes and incentives that can reduce their tax bills to a fraction of what they should pay. Offshore accounts, shell companies, and legal tax havens allow these businesses to hide enormous sums from governments. It's not illegal if done right, and that's the point. While small businesses and everyday workers pay their fair share, global giants exploit these hidden systems, multiplying their wealth at a staggering pace. Then there's the hidden world of debt manipulation. You've probably heard the phrase, debt is bad, but for large corporations, debt is a tool. Companies borrow massive sums, sometimes more than their entire market value, to fund projects or buy out competitors. The magic happens in the interest. The borrowed money can generate returns far higher than the cost of the loan. Meanwhile, the risk is largely transferred to banks, governments, or even taxpayers, in some cases. It's a system designed to reward those who already have the resources to play, while the average person struggles with mortgages, credit card bills, and personal loans. Another system most people don't understand is the hidden power of investment portfolios and cross-ownership. Some of the largest corporations in the world quietly own pieces of each other. This network of ownership allows them to influence markets without anyone noticing. For example, a tech giant may hold stakes in a manufacturing company, a logistics firm, and even a rival software business. Through these interconnected webs, profits can be shifted, losses can be hidden, and influence can be wielded silently. It's like a game of chess, played on a scale where a single move can affect millions of people and billions of dollars overnight. Stock buybacks are another hidden wealth lever that most people never hear about. Unlike dividends, which are direct payouts to shareholders, buybacks reduce the number of shares available on the market. This, in turn, increases the value of the remaining shares. CEOs and investors love buybacks because they boost stock prices without creating new products or jobs. Meanwhile, employees, who often receive stock as part of their compensation, may see their savings grow, but the general public remains unaware that this is another subtle way corporations funnel wealth upward, concentrating it in the hands of a few. Now, let's talk about the digital frontier, the hidden data economy. Every click, purchase, or search online is tracked, analyzed, and monetized. Corporations gather vast amounts of personal information and sell it to advertisers, insurers, and even governments. This is wealth being generated silently, in the shadows, while most people think they are just browsing the internet. Data isn't just a commodity, it's a currency, and those who control it wield enormous power over both the economy and society. Understanding this system is key to seeing how modern wealth isn't just created by labor or innovation, but by insight and surveillance. We also have the world of patents and intellectual property. Some corporations make billions not by producing anything tangible, but by owning the rights to ideas. Patents can be used aggressively to block competitors, demand licensing fees, or manipulate markets. This creates artificial scarcity in products, technologies, and services, giving companies a monopoly-like control over entire industries. It's not illegal, and it's not hidden in the sense of secrecy, but it is hidden in the sense that the consequences are invisible to the average consumer. You might think a product is expensive because of its quality, but in many cases, it's because of the hidden legal and economic walls built to protect corporate wealth. Then there's the shadow banking system, a network of financial institutions that operate outside traditional banking regulations. These entities handle trillions in transactions every year, creating money, lending it, and investing it in ways that the public doesn't see. They make profits from fees, interest, and speculative investments, all while maintaining a level of secrecy. For many ordinary people, this world is completely inaccessible, yet it is one of the most powerful engines driving corporate wealth. Shadow banking demonstrates that the systems creating money are not always transparent, and the rules don't apply equally to everyone. Corporate lobbying and political influence are another crucial piece of the puzzle. While you may think elections are determined by voters, the reality is that large corporations often shape policies, regulations, and laws behind the scenes. They fund campaigns, hire lobbyists, and create think tanks to push agendas that maximize their profits. Tax breaks, subsidies, trade agreements, these are not random. They are carefully negotiated advantages that increase wealth for the few, while the majority bear the costs. This hidden wealth system ensures that those already at the top remain there, quietly reinforcing the structures that keep money flowing toward them. Financial derivatives are another tool that hides enormous amounts of wealth and risk. These contracts, tied to stocks, commodities, currencies, or even weather patterns, allow companies to bet on outcomes without owning the underlying asset. It's essentially a way to multiply money using predictions and probability. The risks can be astronomical, but the rewards for those who understand the game are immense. Ordinary people rarely encounter derivatives in their daily lives, but the financial decisions made using these instruments ripple through the global economy, often benefiting corporations while ordinary investors face the consequences of volatility. Insider networks and private equity also deserve attention. The average person invests in public markets without access to the exclusive deals that private equity firms and corporate insiders see every day. These private networks allow corporations to buy undervalued assets, restructure them, and sell them at enormous profit margins, all with insider knowledge that is off limits to regular investors. The system is designed to create wealth for those in the inner circle, while leaving the general public with little opportunity to participate. Even supply chains are part of hidden wealth systems. Global corporations optimize production in countries with lower labor costs, lower taxes, and weaker regulations. This creates vast profit margins that remain invisible to consumers. While products may seem affordable, the hidden wealth is accumulated through cost, exploitation, and efficiency mechanisms that aren't obvious. This is another way corporations quietly increase their power and influence, controlling markets and accumulating wealth without public scrutiny. And finally, there's the illusion of corporate philanthropy. Many large corporations advertise charitable giving, community programs, or social initiatives. While some of this is genuine, a large portion is strategic. Donations can create tax advantages, improve public image, and open new markets, all while keeping the wealth circulating within the corporate ecosystem. In other words, philanthropy is often another layer of the hidden wealth system, disguised as generosity, but ultimately serving corporate interests. These hidden systems are not small tricks or one-off strategies. They are deeply embedded, interconnected, and self-reinforcing. When you combine tax avoidance, debt manipulation, data monetization, patents, lobbying, and insider networks, you have a vast, complex system designed to generate and protect wealth for a select few. Meanwhile, the average worker, consumer, and investor may see some of these benefits indirectly, but the bulk of the wealth remains concentrated at the top. So, what does this mean for you? Awareness is the first step. Understanding that money and wealth aren't distributed randomly or fairly can change the way you approach personal finance, career decisions, and investments. The systems that corporations use aren't entirely inaccessible. By studying financial literacy, investment strategies, and economic mechanisms, ordinary people can learn to participate more effectively. It's not just about earning more. It's about understanding the rules of the game that the richest players already know. But there's also a deeper lesson here. The hidden wealth systems of corporations reveal something fundamental about our economy. It isn't neutral, and it isn't always equitable. It's a structure built to maintain power and control. The more we understand it, the more empowered we become to make informed choices, challenge unfair practices, and advocate for systems that distribute opportunity more widely. Knowledge of these hidden mechanisms isn't just financial, it's a form of empowerment. The next time you see a headline about a tech giant making record profits or a pharmaceutical company buying back millions of shares, remember that there's a vast invisible machinery behind it. Wealth isn't just being made, it's being engineered. And while corporations may prefer that the public remains unaware, you now have the insight to see the game for what it really is. The truth is, wealth has never been distributed fairly, but that doesn't mean you're powerless. The moment you start seeing beyond the surface, questioning the structures, and learning the rules, you step into a world where you can take control of your financial destiny. Hidden or not, wealth systems are a part of reality, and now, at least, you know what they are. The question is, what will you do with that knowledge?